You ever notice how quick people jump into the next thing after a breakup these days? Like, the body isn't even cold and they're already posting cute couple stories with someone new. Here's what nobody's telling you. Moving on fast? That's not a flex. It's a fucking red flag. See, social media loves to sell you this fantasy that the winner is the one who replaces fastest. TikTok says date to forget. Instagram shoves new year, new me stories down your throat. But you know what's never viral? Actually facing the mess inside your own chest. Let me start with a real one. My friend Jay, classic rebound king. 1 month after his girl walked, he's already dropping IG stories with a new muse. You see it and think, damn, he must be over her. Nah. Behind the scenes, Jay's anxiety is eating him alive. He can't stand the silence, so he drowns it in new faces, fresh validation, just to forget he's actually bleeding out inside. That's the punch nobody's ready for. Most people who move on fast aren't healed. They're just desperate not to feel. They'll call it closure, but all they did was hit snooze on their pain. Here's what rebound culture really means in 2025. It's emotional avoidance with a blue check. It's pretending to be healed while secretly scrolling your ex's stories at 3 a.m., hoping for a sign she misses you more than you miss yourself. Think about it. If moving on quick was really strength, why are so many moved on people blowing up their ex's phone the minute they get ghosted by their new flavor? Why do rebounders always look for closure after their next love story tanks? The reality is brutal. We don't live in a healing culture. We live in a distraction culture. And nobody's more lost than the guy who needs a body to distract him from his own reflection. Let's get ugly. Remember Maya? She dumped her boyfriend on a Friday, was out with a new dude by Sunday. Her story? I'm just following my heart. Truth? She's running from herself, terrified of the quiet, and she'll repeat this loop with every next guy until someone finally calls out the game. The sickest part? Everyone's applauding it. Her girls are in the comments. Yes, queen, love wins. Her ex's friends are sending him memes. She upgraded, bro. You lost. Nobody's asking, why is she sprinting from her own shadow? But if you call this out in 2025, you're bitter. You're stuck. You're jealous. Nah, you just see through the cheap fireworks. Bro, if you relate even a little, this is your wake up. If you're done pretending rebounds are power moves, if you're tired of fake moving on culture, hit subscribe. Because this isn't a channel for painkillers. This is the lab where real men build actual emotional muscle. Let's torch another illusion. Everyone says new people, new energy. But energy doesn't work like that. You can't transfer pain like a bank balance. If you don't feel it, it haunts you. You don't date your way out of heartbreak. You confront it. You become the person who doesn't need distractions. Want the nastiest part? Rebound culture rewards emptiness. It glamorizes people who feel nothing, who never look back, who post closed chapters while writing 2 a.m. burner accounts to their ex on WhatsApp. You ever get that text from an ex months later? Hey, just checking on you. That's not closure, that's rebound regret, coming home like a lost dog. Let's get real about the healed ones. They'll tell the world they're happy. New relationship, new trip, new tattoo, same wound. But when the mask slips when they're alone, it's the same panic because they never did the work. They just outsourced the pain to someone new. You know how many happy couples are just two people trying to outrun their own demons together? Bro, dating in 2025 is an Olympic sport in avoidance. Half these new relationships are just two escape artists hiding from themselves. Quick fire story. My man Chris got dumped after 4 years. His ex was posting with a soulmate 2 weeks later. Everyone said she was strong, but she's been in 4 relationships in a year and still DMing Chris on his birthday. Strength or just world-class running? Let's hit another attention reset. If you think replacing fast is masculine, if you think collecting bodies makes you a winner, you're not a man, you're an escape artist. Here's what takes real strength: sitting with the pain, living with the silence, letting the loss hit you so hard you have to change, not just your relationship status, but your f***ing soul. Anyone can move on, but moving through, that's for warriors only. And if you're still here, still raw, still hungry for actual answers, that's your edge, because you're done lying to yourself. So what's the move? Stop flexing fake closure. Stop being her rebound or his. Stop thinking you're behind because you didn't get into a new thing right away. The game isn't about who moves on first. It's about who comes back whole, who faces the fire and builds a backbone, not just a highlight reel. Final reminder, if this story feels like your story, drop it in the comments. Don't keep it bottled up. Real strength is owning your own mess. And if you want more truth bombs, subscribe, but only if you're done hiding from yourself. Thanks for listening. Matt signing off for the Closure Club. If moving on was easy, everybody'd be healed by now. Peace isn't a rebound, it's a revolution. Catch you in the next one.